Good day everyone. So today we're going to discuss Lesson 1 Technical Drawing Basic Concepts. At the end of this lesson, you must have defined the basic concepts of technical drawing, identified and knew the use of basic drawing tools, familiarized with the different drawing techniques on the use of a pencil and drawing of lines, appreciated the types of technical drawing jobs. So, as a future teacher, okay, in line with the technology, so technical drawings are used to communicate to building contractors and manufacturers on how to construct our buildings, consumer products, highways, and automobiles. Technical drawing professionals work under the supervision of engineers, architects, and designers to transform their ideas and designs into actionable plans. So consider an architect who wants to design a building, a mechanical engineer who wants to design a machine or a machine part, an industrial engineer who wants to design a plan layout. How would he or she start the design? So practically, all starts and put their idea with freehand sketch. So freehand sketching is one of the most effective ways to communicate a pictorial or a verbal idea to a workman. Sketching may be schematic, expressing new ideas, or instructional to convey ideas to draftsmen. So after these ideas, concepts and details for a project have been finalized, so precise technical drawings are produced using instruments so that parts may be manufactured or constructed. Freehand sketches are also used by engineers to clarify, evaluate, and record preliminary ideas and concepts. So sketches can be used by all persons irrespective of their specialization to support their ideas with figures. So the fundamental concepts in technical drawing are the same whether instrumental or freehand drawing is used in representing or transferring ideas. But freehand sketching is preferable to draw easily and freely as handwriting. And the mind of the sketcher would be free to concentrate upon an idea, not upon the technique of sketching the idea. Sketching, similar to writing, is a skill that can be developed through practice. Some examples of analytical sketches are illustrated. So these represent the type of sketches you might be asked to produce in industry or on the job site. So on this unit, the basic techniques of both two-dimensional sketching and pictorial sketching will be discussed. So what is technical drawing? So construction contractors use technical drawings to build homes, roadways, sewage systems, bridges, power plants. Manufacturers need technical drawings to produce all types of products from these automobile parts to microchips. Okay, so we have our power plant here, and then lighting fixtures to refrigerators. Okay, so we have here our design for a kitchen. Okay, and we have here an electrical plant. Right? So technical drawings include blueprints, schematics, and diagrams to communicate how to construct a product. So from a device, machine, highway, or home. So they also include sketches and 2D and 3D models to represent the appearance of a completed project. So technical drawing professionals called drafters or draftspersons. Okay? So create the blueprints, schematics and models which manufacturers and contractors use to construct the final building, civil project, or a product. So drafters work with engineers and architects to translate their ideas and designs into technical drawings. What are the technical drawing tools? So traditionally, drafters used pencils, pens, rulers, protractors, splines, and stencils to draw sketches, blueprints, diagrams, and 2D renderings. So today, drafters use computers. So we have here a screenshot of an AutoCAD, okay, from Autodesk, okay. So, and special applications to produce their technical graphics and drawings. So not just AutoCAD, but we have also a lot of softwares that you can be able to use for drawing inside the computers. So employers look for drafters who have experience using industry standard technical drawing software. Okay, so the most common drawing programs include Autodesk AutoCAD and Revit programs. So this is the example of an AutoCAD. Right? So drafters use Revit to create building information modeling or BIM for architectural, construction, and engineering designs. So Revit is another software that we can be able to use for creating technical drawings. How about the basic equipment used in drawing? So we have here first the Tsquare. Okay, so in short, technical, before we discuss this Tsquare, this first equipment, so technical drawing is mainly concerned with using lines, circles, arcs, and etc. to illustrate general configuration of an object. So in short, it is a language of communication between the architects and engineers, usually to convey information about the object. Okay, so let's discuss what is a T-square. So this is an illustration or a picture of a T-square. So a T-square is a technical drawing instrument primarily used for drawing horizontal lines, okay, on a drafting table. Okay, it is also used to guide the triangle that is used to draw vertical lines. So the name T-square comes from the general shape of the instrument. Okay, this looks like letter T, where the horizontal member of the T or the blade slides on the side of the drafting table. So this is the T, this is used to slide in the edge of or the side of the drafting table. Okay, next, equipment. So this is the drafting table. Okay. So a drafting table is a multi-angle desk. So when say multi-angle, this can be tilted up and down. Okay. Which can be used in different angle according to the user requisite. So the size suits most papers. Okay. And used for making and modifying drawings on paper with ink or pencil. Okay, here. So the paper, then you have your T-squares here, and we have your triangles. Okay, so different drawing instruments such as set of squares, protractor, etc. are used on it to draw parallel or perpendicular or oblique lines. Okay, next is the compass. Okay, so compass are usually made of metal and consist of two parts connected by a hinge. Okay, this is the hinge. Okay, which can be adjusted. So typically one part has a spike at its end, okay, and the other part has a pencil. So this spike looks like a needle. It is being pointed, okay, on the point of origin, and this is the pencil that is used to scribe to create circle. Okay. Next is the set of squares. Okay, set square. A set square or triangle is a tool used to draw vertical straight lines at a particular planar angle to a baseline. So this is a line, okay, on or put on top of the T-square. Okay. So the most common form of set square is a triangular piece of transparent plastic with the center removed. Okay. So the outer edges are typically beveled. So these set squares come into two forms, both right triangles one with 90, 45, 45 angles. So this is the 45, 45, okay, 90, 45, 45 angles. And the other one is 90, okay, and we have here the 60 and 30 degree angle, or the 60 by 30 triangle. Next is the irregular curves or French curve. So French curves are used to draw oblique curves other than circles or circular arc. So they are irregular set of templates. Many different forms and sizes of curve are also available. Okay, so this is a French curve. Next is the protractor. So protractor is a circular or semicircular tool for measuring angles. So the units of measurement are used are degrees. Okay. So some protractors are simple half disc. So there are some of this which is half. So this is a 360. Okay. Protractor. Okay. So more advanced protractors usually have one or two swinging arms which can be used to help measuring angles. Okay. So this is protractor. Next. So we have here the tape. Okay. Tape. So drafting tape. So a drafting tape is coated with a weak adhesive and is mainly used to fix paper to drafting boards to hold lettering, etc. while designing and doing layouts. So this is used to hold paper, okay, when or stencil templates in place, okay, or photographs, okay. So this can be easily removed, okay, because of the weak adhesive that is being put in this type of tape. Okay. Next, so we have your pencils. Okay. So pencils, so this is handheld instrument containing an interior strip of solid material that produces marks. Okay, used to write and draw usually on paper. So the marking material is most commonly graphite. Right. So typically contained inside a wooden sheath. Okay. Mechanical pencils are nowadays more commonly used. Okay. So we have your mechanical pencils, so there no need to sharpen it time to time. So most of it are 0.5 millimeter in thickness. Okay. So pencils are graded from hard, okay, which is a marking of H, okay, to soft, okay, or B. So 9H is the hardest, where 9B is the softest. Okay. 9H, again, 9H is the hardest, whereas 9B is the softest. With F for fine and HB in the middle range. So H pencils, 2H, 3H, and 4K, so they progressively become harder. Okay. So this type of pencils are used in sketching. Okay. And finally, we have your erasers. Okay. So erasers are articles of stationery that are used for removing pencil writings. So erasers have made of rubbery material and they are often white. So typical erasers are made of rubber, but more expensive or specialized erasers can also contain vinyl, plastic, or gum-like materials. Okay. So primarily erasers are used to remove markings that is created using pencils. So let's proceed with the types of drafting paper that we are using. So first is the bond paper. Okay, bond. So this is similar to the paper we use every day in our office printers. So it's the least expensive paper and is usually supplied in roll form for drafting platters. So bond is available in different weights. So 18 to 24 pound bond is the most commonly used. Okay, but much heavier weights can be used for posters and presentation works. So primarily we have your bond papers. So next, sketch pads. So these drafting paper sketch pads were traditionally available only in 8.5 by 11. So formats. Okay. But demand is still there, and now there are 11 by 17 versions for larger layouts. So the ruled squares make it easy to lay 2D views to scale and also to help guidelines as when you want to sketch out a 3D pictorial view. Okay, so the smaller pads are also available with isometric ruling, but you can easily do without those if you know how to make perspective lines when you are sketching. Okay, so sketch pads also have the guidelines, okay, smaller guidelines for drawing our sketches. Next is the mylar. So this is a drafting film made from plastic material, and it has the advantage of being erasable. Okay, again, it is erasable, which if you are working with in ink, so it is a great advantage. So even if you are using an ink, you can easily erase. Okay. It is also semi-transparent, making it possible to overlay mylar drawings on a light table to check if line work matches up. So the film is more resistant to tears and is more durable than paper. So it is still used with drafting platters, and it is available in roll form and in cut sheets. So mylar has a shiny side and a matte side which you draw on it. So sa matte, we are putting our drawings on the matte side. So vellum. So this is a linen based paper that has traditionally been used in drafting offices. Okay. So the high linen content makes it durable and allows pencil work to be erased and revised multiple times. Right. So this is a special paper. Okay, that is also used on our printer's computer. And we have your photo paper. Okay. So photo paper. So with advances in drafting printers and platters, so photo media became available in roll form for printing supersized renderings and images. So it's a costly media and is usually reserved for the best of presentation graphics. So but it allows the engineering office to do more by taking on work that was previously done by the print shop and the graphic designer. Right? So that's our photo paper. So let's proceed with the basic drawing technique. So we have here the 4 basic drawing technique. So for basic drawing technique, so the holding the pencil. First is the holding the pencil. So in holding the pencil, we have here 4 basic techniques on how to hold the pencil. First is the basic tripod grip. So this is the most common method for holding a pencil. So this is the same one you probably use for writing, okay? And wherein the thumb and the forefinger form a triangle in the middle finger, with the form being supported by the ring finger and the pinky. Okay? So the grip allows light control over the pencil. So it is ideal for drawing fine detail when precision is important. Right? So the upright position of the pencil allows for accurate shading, utilizing the tip rather than the side of the pencil. Okay? So this is the basic tripod grip. Next is the extended tripod grip. So this is another useful way to hold a pencil. Okay? So this method is used the same as holding the basic tripod, and a triangle formed by the thumb, forefinger, and the middle finger, but the grip rests further up, okay, on the pencil. So instead of holding the pencil, okay, near the bottom, okay, or near the tip, okay, so you are going to hold it somewhere in the middle, right? So holding the pencil in extended tripod grips allows the small finger movements to produce a much larger movements of the pencil tip. Okay, so this is an economical, efficient grip for sketching. Okay, so this is used for also for smudging. So next technique is the overhand grip. So the overhand grip is a popular way to hold a pencil for sketching. So it allows you to shade with the pencil, with the side of the pencil, and it is also used as a useful pencil hold for vertical drawing surfaces such as an easel. Okay. So this is used to create an overhand grip. The pencil grasp the pencil lightly against the fingers with the flat of the thumb. Okay, as here as shown on the picture. Okay. So the main goal is to have a secure but relaxed grip on the pencil. So for best result, sit or stand so that your arm has a full range of movement, allowing for free, expensive mark making. So next technique in holding a pencil is the underhand pencil grip. So underhand pencil grip is a very loose, relaxed way of holding a pencil. So it is useful for casual, broad sketching and is a great way to draw with charcoal. Right? So this form is basically uh, a tip over tripod grip but can be modified to suit your comfort. So for instance, you may move the thumb higher up on the pencil. So some artists also allow the pencil to sit on the V of the thumb and palm. So with the index, middle finger, so gently controlling the tip. So these are the four techniques in holding the pencil. So next, drawing technique is the position, how to position your T-square. So T-square again, okay, is used with its head against the ebony edge of the drawing board. So if this is the edge of the drawing board, so this is the ebony, okay, ebony edge. Okay, so this is used to draw horizontal lines, parallel lines, and to guide or hold the set squares, stencils, and others. So T-square should never be used as a hammer or as a guide for trimming papers. Okay, so these are the parts of the T-square. So we have your the T, okay, so it's made of wood, plastic, or celluloid, and you have your blade, okay, the blade and the edge of the T square, okay, working edge. So, and this is our drawing board, okay. So this is slide up and down, okay. So you're going to put in here your your squares. Okay, next technique. So drawing of lines. So we have here how to draw your lines. First is the horizontal lines. How to draw horizontal lines. So to draw horizontal lines, okay, make sure you place the stack of the T-square up against the edge of the drawing board. Make sure you place your left hand, okay, on the stack of the T-square. So this ensures that the T-square remains in against the board. So you can then draw the line from left to right with your hand. So again, from left going to the right. Okay. So that's how we draw our horizontal lines from left to right. Next, how about the vertical lines? So to draw vertical lines on your sheet, so place the set square up against the blade of the T-square and ensure the stack of the T-square is against the drawing board. So your left hand should be placed on the blade of the T-square and the set square in order to keep them both in position and steady. So draw the line from top to bottom, from top to bottom with your right hand. So that is the how to draw a vertical line. How about the parallel line? So these are lines going in the same direction, okay, and the same angle also, okay. That is a parallel line. How about the perpendicular lines? So these are lines that intersect at 90 degrees. So here the angle of 90 degrees, okay. Same true with this, okay, cross and X, okay. Next, the construction lines. So construction lines are used for constructing your drawing. So these lines are drawn by leaning on the pencil very light. So light, okay, light. So the image on the our image here shows the construction line, which should barely be seen on your drawing, and definitely shouldn't be seen if the drawing was placed on a wall for show. So this is drawn very thin. Okay, so construction lines. So as to my experience before, I used to draw construction lines using the 0.3 millimeter, okay, mechanical pencil. Okay, so to have a thinner construction lines. And next is the heavy line. So heavy lines are used to show the outline of the object you are going to draw. So these are represented by a continuous heavy line. So these lines are drawn by leaning on your pencil a lot harder than when drawing construction lines, but not hard enough to crack the pencil point. So you need to put some pressure on your pencil when you draw this heavy line so that it would be much visible. Okay. Next is the hidden detail lines. So hidden detail lines are lines used to represent hidden information on drawings. So they are represented by a thin dashed lines, right, as shown here. So I think this is mostly seen on our three-dimensional drawings. Okay? So these are hidden detail lines. And then we have your fold lines. Fold lines. So fold lines are lines used to represent an object flattened out in a 2D shape. So the bend lines are represented by long line and two short dashed line and then a long line again, okay, as shown in here. Okay. So you should make the line so that the end of the line ends with a long dash on both ends. So the end are long dashed, right? And we have your center line. So center lines are used to represent the axis of a conical um, shape such as cylinder or cone. So it is represented a long dash, okay, a small dash, and a long dash again, right? So it is not to be confused with the fold line. So fold line again has two short dash, and this is only one on the center line. So what are the types of technical drawing jobs? So first are the architectural drafters. So these are the people who work closely with architects and contractors. So they create drawings of buildings which contractor use to construct the structure. Right? So this is example of an architectural drafter works. So design. Right? Next, the electrical drafters. So electrical drafters create technical drawings of electrical infrastructure that power machinery, home appliances, and power generators, okay, are located. So for example, an electrical drafter might create drawings that map the electrical wiring of a refrigerator, which the manufacturer can use to construct appliance. So in here, this is an electrical plan of a house. Okay, so that is used where you can see some representations of the lightings, okay, connections of our electrical devices and appliances. Next, mechanical drafters. So mechanical drafters create engineering drawings which manufacturers use to create a product or component. So in this example, so a mechanical drafter might create the manufacturing plans for an automobile engine block. Right? Then we have your civil drafters. So civil drafters create construction plans for projects such as bridges, sewage systems, oil pipelines, and highways. So along with drawing abilities, a civil drafter must have expert knowledge of functional aspects of a project. For example, a drafter drawing plans for a sewage system must understand the physics of water flow. Okay, so those are the works of example works of civil drafters. Then we have our electronic drafters. So electronic drafters draw schematics of circuits and circuit boards for equipment and devices such as stereo equipment and computers. So for instance, an electronic drafter might draw the manufacturing plans for stereo receivers circuitry. So we here example of a circuit. And we have our food service drafters. So for the food service drafters, so you are going to design the layout of a restaurant, a kitchen, okay, a pantry, canteen, where you are going to work as a food servers, okay, where people were going to take their food. Okay, so these are the types of technical drawing jobs, okay, that you might be encounter in the future. Okay, so again, so please try to read the or view again this video. Thank you.